Hey, this is Daniel, and in this video I'm going to do a walkthrough for the module Maze. Maze is a router and mixer matrix module. So you have 4 inputs and 4 outputs, which you can route from one to the other by setting gain. When you route 2 inputs to the same output, they will be mixed together. The idea is that you will create a couple of presets, which can be selected in this mode, which is the save mode. This mode is indicated with a dot animation on screen. There are 16 presets to choose from, but there are more banks as well. Presets can be selected by pushing the button here. So I will select the first preset and then go to the other mode by pressing the func button. And this is the route mode. Here you can create your routing within the preset you've selected in save mode. In this mode you can see the input in rows and the outputs in columns. On the panel you will see the inputs with green lines and the outputs with black lines. Let's say I want to change the routing. I can select the routing position, so in this case the first input to the first output, and then adjust the gain with the knob. When it's green it's attenuation, and when it's red it's inverted gain. When I finished setting my routings, I can save it by pressing the func button or press mute to undo. I can select a different routing and add another LFO. You can set the gain precisely by simply turning the knob, or set it drastically by also pushing on the knob. Let's say I want to change 2 routing positions at the same time. I can select 2 routing positions and then change the gain. Another way would be selecting 2 routing positions and then turn the knob, which will then change all the routings in between these routing positions. This is really handy if you want to do something in stereo, or if you just want to change everything. So let's say I want to mute a routing. I can press the mute button here, which will bring you to the mute mode, which is indicated with an X animation. Here, whenever I press a routing position, it will mute or unmute the routing. Let's say I have a couple of routings muted and I want to clear everything at the same time. I simply press the encoder and it's all gone. Whenever a routing is muted, you can also see it in the other modes. You can see it by the LED indicator here. Whenever there's a routing muted, it will flash. This way you will always know when there is something muted. Let's go to another preset. I can adjust my gain. And now I can quickly change between these 2 presets. Let's say I don't want it to go instantly from one to the other, but have it morph from one to the other. I can go to route mode and adjust the morph speed with the encoder. Without selecting a routing position, you will change the morph speed. So when I change the preset now, it will morph from one to the other. You can also see this happen in route mode. Now let's say I don't want to do this by hand, but I want to use CV to control the presets. So I will take a sine wave here and insert it into the select input. Whenever morphing is on, the LED indicator will turn cyan. This also works when there are routings muted. Instead of a green blink, it will now blink cyan. This way you also know if you've got morphing on. So that was it for the basics. If you want to know more, please do check out the next video.